The Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics weathered the raging storm of COVID-19 and was hosted on schedule. The world was deeply impressed by the Winter Olympics' simplicity, safety and excitement.
Honestly, one of the better Olympics that we've been to, so that's really cool.
This achievement follows many others in China's recent history. An emergency isolation hospital was built in 10 days. The world's largest high-speed rail network was built in 10 years. And nearly 1/9 of the world's population was lifted out of poverty in 40 years. How does China have such a strong organizational capacity? How does its vast population reach consensus? And how does China ensure its society's continued well-being? A society's efficient functioning depends on many factors. It's like an electrical system, in which all the settings are designed to ensure that it operates safely, stably and efficiently. A lighting system must be switched on before it can operate. Here, the switch is compared to the supreme power. In China, the switch is held by the people, because the highest organ of state power in China, the National People's Congress, is composed of deputies who are voted in by the people of the country. The state administrative organs, supervisory commissions, the judicial and procuratorial bodies and inspection organs at all levels are also elected by the People's Congresses at all levels. Let's get back to the electrical system. There are many ways to build the system. Which should be chosen?
Multiple connections are better.
Parallel connections are better.
This is when thorough consultation is needed before decision-making. In China, the people exercise their rights through elections while fully consulted, and consensus on major decisions is reached whenever possible. This is how the Civil Code of the People's Republic of China, which affects the daily life of every Chinese person, came to pass. In the process of codification, relevant departments solicited public opinion through the Chinese National People's Congress website 10 times and received a total of 1.02 million opinions and suggestions from 425,000 people, which are finally considered for adoption at the NPC meeting. The bigger the system, the more wiring and demand is needed. China's grassroots society faces the same situation. For example, when it comes to specific issues in a community, such as environmental sanitation and neighborhood relations, how should they be handled efficiently? China has implemented a system of community-level self-governance for this purpose, and the residents of this community can collectively discuss and formulate a residents' convention to solve practical problems themselves. Since the outbreak of COVID-19, these community-level self-governance organizations have cooperated with the government departments to make pandemic prevention more precise and efficient. If we compare a light bulb in the system to a community-level self-governance organization, that light bulb can manage itself.
The lampshade is old. Let's get a new one.
I think the green is beautiful.
I like blue.
Me, too.
Agreed.
Have you decided? The public can also voice their opinions and suggestions and conduct extensive consultation on matters related to their vital interests through villagers' committees and employees' congresses, which helps to coordinate the interests of multiple stakeholders, mitigate conflict. This is a vivid manifestation of China's democratic management. Now, the current meter showed an abnormality. The current meter plays a supervisory role here. China also has an efficient monitoring network that can extend oversight of power to every area and every corner. Take tackling corruption. In the last decade, China has reviewed 3.805 million cases and investigated and punished 4.089 million people. The achievement of zero tolerance for corruption cannot be achieved without China's comprehensive and effective democratic oversight. This is how democracy works in China. It exists not only in elections but also in the functioning of society, which forms the chain of democracy covering the whole process. China has ensured that its people have channels to express their demands on issues ranging from important national strategies and policies to basic needs, enabling their voices to be heard and their requests to be answered. This is the key to China's efficiently functioning society, its rapid organization and coordination, and the unity of its people.